on, Squirrely Stubbs. Stubby. It's not that I don't believe in people getting rehabilitated. My dad was rehabilitated. But where was his fame and riches? My dad never seen no fame and riches. All my life I used to tell my dad, all through my childhood I tell my dad one day he'd go too far. He wound up beating his fiancée to death, Squirrel. It was in the newspaper and everything, and my grandpa's words were in big bold letters saying, the drinking was gonna kill him, and this is gonna save his life. But that's not what happened, is it, Squirrel? No, I guess the guilt ate him up about how he treated us and how he treated her and my mom and everybody. And, yeah, as soon as he got off parole, he drank himself to death. And I was the one that found him all cold, stiff, and gray, dead on his couch while his neighbors were robbing him. Nope. Not only was there no media there to come to our rescue, but my dad's ashes are still up at the funeral home. We can't afford to go get him. I feel terrible about it, too. That's why that concrete chunk means so much to me. Sup, Squirrel? Hey, Squirrel. Do you know this Gypsy Rose Blanchard character? She's been all over the news. Yep, that's right, Squirrel. The media just loves her. You know, addiction will make a person do some crazy things. But then again, so will love. And then, too, so will survival. Meet Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Her story goes much deeper than people think. It's not just about her mom twisting her brain. It's not just about her mom lying to the doctors. It's not just about the doctors lying to the paperwork. Gypsy had boyfriends and people she talked to. Yet rather than being honest, she decides to go and plot a murder. Murder on her own mother. If they do something like that to their own mother. I don't care how bad my mom treated me. I never laid a single fucking hand on her, ever. And my mom even used to sit on me and make me eat cigarettes. And she scraped soap against my teeth. All kinds of things. Making me stay in the corner kneeling on rice for hours on end. Grounded to the couch. And all kinds of things. Yeah, no. Still, never hit her. How could Gypsy Rose do what she did? Oh yeah. That's right. She just had someone else do it. Hey, Squirrel. You remember Gypsy Rose Blanchard? Yeah, and their alter ego side. Apparently, she claimed she really believed that this Nick character was this 500-year-old fucking vampire. And now we're hearing about so many of those medical records and junk being faked and shit. And then if you look at the girl, she doesn't look like she has any fucking issues at all. I feel like she's settling with the husband she's with now, because she jumped on the first person that would talk to her. How much of her past does she really remember with her mom? Because I'm sure she remembers a lot more of jail and being raised by criminals. Believe it or not, Squirrel, that Gypsy had a device to make some pretty awkward content. She never used it to tell people the truth. She could have had a normal childhood, but her mom was messed up in the head. She had that Munchausen by proxy thing. And now that Gypsy's out of jail, people are looking at her like a celebrity. They're wanting to call her a celebrity. They're calling her a celebrity. Don't do that. Don't call her a fucking celebrity. People should not be able to get the fame that they can monetize for breaking the law, for doing something so heinous. I just thought I would show her to my squirrels right quick. Since, Jeffree Star and Eugenia are trying to get in touch with her, and for some reason, She seems to not want to get in touch with them. I don't know, I don't care who wants to get in touch with who or not. I don't care. Maybe that's possibly where Eugenia is right now, even. Maybe she's off talking to her, meeting her face to face. Who knows? You never know. We can all just sit around and make speculations, though, and we can put our speculations out into the world and share opinions and cook up new thoughts and ideas. Yep. And that's what this video is gonna do. That's what this video is trying to do. That's what we're doing here. I mean, I guess her mom did make her believe she had a whole bunch of all kinds of like illnesses and all that junk. But I mean, she also had the doctors telling her that shit too, right? Didn't she have the doctors telling her that shit too? Now she gets to get out and come back to a life of fame and riches and nothing but, major reward after such consequence. After dealing with consequences, she gets out to be immediately rewarded. What the fuck do you guys think that says to the rest of the world? Yeah, I don't even care about the whole Eugenia and Jeffrey thing. Eugenia Cooney and Jeffree Star, what? Who? They want to interview with her? What? I don't care. What bothers me is the fucking instant reward after the consequence. Because what good was the consequence? What good was the consequence? Was it good enough? And she gets out and she's immediately rewarded. She could have used her device to be honest. She could have used that device to tell the truth. She could have spoke up. But rather than doing that, she went and got boyfriends and went and... Dude, I seen a video with her in a wig and like a bustier top or some shit, some junk, I don't know. She's trying to be sexy for the camera. Where the fuck did that content come from? The fuck? Now she's coming out and trying to put her younger cousins and shit on camera and junk. And it's like, dude, what the fuck? And she gets instant reward. That's my beef. That's the fuss today. What good was the consequence if now she's being rewarded? She manipulated someone she thought would be easy to take the blame. Yep, and she told him exactly what to fucking do. Even ensured his evidence would even be left behind. I mean, even going as far as mailing the weapon to his house. And now she's out and rich and, old boy's still in there. I wonder if they got a plan to get him out, though. And maybe she's got a plan to go running back to him. I don't know. And anytime anyone brings up the mention of Nick, she goes and pushes the blame, saying that, well, he's the one that did it, and I'm free and clear. I'm not the one that killed her. I can't kill somebody. I can't hurt no one. Yet, she shot BBs into her mother's face one time. I mean, it was 10 times, but it was one incident. 10 shots. Yeah, she shot her 10 times. Or shot at her 10 times. It was 10 shots. Don't think she didn't learn nothing from her mom, Squirrel. She looked fine. But when she was younger, her mom made her look so much different. The girl comes from generations of scammers, apparently. I just think she's a dangerous person to be out, and I think that the president they set in the media is even more so. There's going to be teenagers that are willing to risk escaping a bad situation and spending a few years being locked up just to get out and be rich. Because Gypsy said her prison was freedom for her. That was freedom. It was an all-out slumber party for her. She just had fun, fun, fun. Yep. So, why wouldn't somebody else think the same? I don't know, Squirrel. I just feel like she should have been in some sort of protective custody or some junk. And then there's the issue with my GoFundMe, too. Oh, it's so sad and pathetic. It's been over 2 weeks and it's still showing one donation. There's been 2 donations total because somebody donated on the Cash App. And I didn't end up losing a percentage of it like GoFundMe takes. But yeah, so I'm begging. I'm in that car. Oh, well, hello there, Swell. Hello, sweetheart. Footage with the zombie on my hand is footage I forgot to add to my last video. So I'm adding this video to that video because there's some things that I forgot to say. And some things that need to be said. And they're swell. Yes. 2 donations that I wound up getting. And I do want to say thank you very much to both of them. And it was at that day 1. I got those 2 people and the last video I posted. 2 donations came in. And I haven't seen anything since. You see what I'm saying? My channel has a point to prove. It's not that I want it to go down that way. It's just that's just how it's going to be. And that it needs to exist on YouTube so that people can see that not everybody makes it. You know? Some people try real hard for fucking years. And this shit don't get them nowhere. Even when they just might have something. But just before it gets up and really moving, it gets denied its right to grow. By life getting in the fucking way. And then miracles don't exist for people like me, so it's not like anyone's gonna be my hero and come save me. There are no heroes in the world. Not for regular everyday people, especially for the people that are doomed to be set to be made an example out of, so that others can learn from their mistakes, whether they like it or not. That's just the way that's just the way life has always been. And it's just the cards that have always gotten dealt, and it's just the way shit has always fucking been. It's getting old. Shit done got old a long fucking time ago. So again, I say, from the bottom of my heart, I really do appreciate the donations that I do get. Really, truly, thank you. Really. And I feel terrible to even ask. I mean, I don't want to be considered one of these e-beggar types, but I'm at the point where I don't have any other options. Begging. I'm crying out and screaming. I'm screaming out for help. Like, I have been for years, but mostly it's been hinting because, I'm not very good at asking for help. I'm not good at asking for help because growing up, anytime I'd ask for help, I'd always get hit back with, what are you gonna do for me? What do I get? But then I had to watch and see all the other siblings ask and they would get their way. Like fucking nothing. Nothing on it. It was just like a normal fucking parent-child relationship. They got shit they wanted and needed. I did not. I was lucky to get one of those claw toy machine things from the claw. It moves. The claw is our leader. It shows us who we're going, who we're staying. That claw machine, yeah, them toys that are in the bar, I was lucky if my dad was able to win me one of those from time to time. And one of those toys, one of those machines wound up being my favorite toy. My best friend. It's my favorite stuffed animal. I even modified it from being a dog to a bunny. And she was my best friend. And they took her from me and they threw her in the barbecue grill. And they charcoaled her. They burnt the fuck out of her. And that shit broke my heart, man. And all my life they've just picked on me. I've gotten victimized and bullied by both of them all my fucking life. And then my parents, they weren't much nicer. Especially my fucking dad. Please, please, if you could find it in your heart to donate anything. I'm sorry I'm not showing my face all the time. I don't always feel so camera ready. Anyway, please hear the sincerity in my voice. I really do appreciate those that do. Thank you to those that have. And anyone else that will. Please. You'd be appreciated here more than donating to somebody who really doesn't need anymore. Somebody who really already has a fucking enough. So yeah, please, if you can't donate, at least click the subscribe button. Stick around, hang out with us. Become a swirly neighbor. Because you know we'd love to have you. And we'd appreciate it so much. And I just wanted to say thanks again to those who donate. I really do appreciate it. The one on the Cash App and then the one on the GoFundMe. I do appreciate it. It's been 2 weeks. 2 weeks have passed. I wish another one would come in from either side. Don't forget about those buttons down there.